In short, Okumura fading is used in large-scale fading to capture the average characteristic of the channel over hundreds of wavelengths, whereas in wireless communication, propagation refers to the behavior of radio waves when propagates between transmitter and receiver and is affected by different components which have been placed through the environment of wireless propagation area. Those components would be reflections, diffraction, and scattering that create multiple propagation paths, each with a different delay. For large fading, we use Okumura model to implement it in the path loss calculation. The Okumura model has been obtained to compute the antenna height and coverage area for mobile communication systems. It is ideal for using in cities with many urban structures, but not with many toll blocking structures. It is one of the most frequently adopted path loss models that can predict path loss in an urban area. For small-scale fading, we use Rayleigh fading and region fading channels. Rayleigh fading is a statistical model for the effect of a propagation environment on a radio signal. It assumes that the magnitude of a signal that has passed through such a transmission medium will vary randomly or fade. It is most applicable when there is no dominant propagation along a line of sight between the transmitter and receiver. As for region fading, it is a stochastic model for radio propagation anomaly caused by partial cancellation of a radio signal by itself. The signal arrives at the receiver by several different paths, and at least one of the paths is changing. It is occurred when one of the paths, typically a line of sight signal, is much stronger than the other. In short, Okumura fading is used in large-scale fading to capture the average characteristic of the channel over hundreds of wavelengths, whereas small-scale fading captures the channel behavior on the order of wavelength, and thus we use the Rayleigh fading and region fading channels.